Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Mm-mm. There, there we go. Well, holy shit. Let's see. Not now. That's fine. Let's pop this bullshit out, man. Is it gonna work? I don't know, man. It looks like it's working. Hey, hey. Hey guys. I do hate money. So thank you for foisting that bullshit upon me. When are you going to play some more Subnautica? It'll probably be after we move. Today is the last day I'll have my computer here. Once Ashley gets off of work, we will be moving our computers and other like stuff that we don't want to be broken ourselves. So we'll be making several trips back and forth to the new place. The garage is being cleaned and tore down and stuff today, so here we be. I'm probably going to be doing these ideologies from my computer quite a bit more at the new place. Just because my only other option is going to be sitting outside, which is I'll do, but there's a lot of mosquitoes and shit. There's a lot of mosquitoes out there. Audio only. That on purpose? Is it really audio only? You might want to refresh there, bud. This camera angle makes you look like your life is put together. Cool. Yeah, I have to shoot from a weird angle. I have to shoot from that bottom down angle. This makes you look a lot less like your life is put together. Am I wrong? Like all the way, right away, I look like I've got my life less put together now, right? I look like things are going worse. And then put it back up here and just give it the proper angle, and boom, you look like, you look like you've got shit figured out, I don't know what it is. I don't know why that happens. Let me pop this chat out here so I can see more of you guys. There we go. Stretch it out a little bit. You went from man to savage just like that, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. You look like you have a camera stand. It's my monitor. It's just a webcam on top of my monitor. Am I coming for your goons? Man, your goons can't even fucking stack up against my goons. Like, in your shit little town and your shit little neighborhood, maybe you're the dude that's got goons, but I'm a big fish in a small pond. Favorite song off of Benji by Sun Kill Moon? That's so hard. They're all really good. That whole album is really good. I don't really remember track titles, but I like the one about his uncle that burned himself to death. That's a great one. His uncle burned himself to death, and then he had a cousin later on in life that did the same, and there's a song about each of them on Benji. Yeah, I know, right? These camera angles. I mean, everything looks... I know you guys have been used to some kind of shoddy camera angles and stuff here on Ideology, but it's a new day, okay? It's a new day. I'm just kidding. It's not a new day. I just completed my first virginal sacrifice, and I feel so much better already. I mean, you would. I mean, the power of the unholy one is coursing through your veins now, so it's like... If you're not going to feel better with the power of the blasphemous one coursing through your veins, then when are you going to feel better, Why aren't DFFs being put on SoundCloud, iTunes? I do not know. I will check into that for you. How's that? I'm assuming once we're set up in the new shooting area and stuff, there will be a like a checklist for shows and division of duties for the show to make sure that it's hitting all these spaces that people are pulling it from and stuff. So stay tuned for that. Sorry if you're waiting for audio-only versions and shit and you haven't gotten them. I don't know what to tell you about that now, but we'll get it taken care of. Am I in a new room? No. This is just where my computer is at. And the shooting area for Deep Fat Fried, which is over there. And TJ's setup, which is over there. Okay? Holy shit. How's it feel to have your last dollar? I mean, I'm sorry, dude. I wish I could give it back. I don't want anybody's last dollar. Your second to last dollar is cool for me. But I don't want anybody's last fucking ducat, you know what I mean? You look slim and sexy. Are you dieting? No, it's just a camera angle thing. You're looking at me from the shoulders up. Paul, would you run into an active shooter situation with President Trump? First of all, President Trump would be the last person to run into an active shooter situation. And there's not a single scenario that I can hypothesize in my head that would make Trump charge into an active shooter. Not a chance. Not a fucking chance. Hey! Could you not? Holy fuck, man. Yeah, I can't even really imagine him running either. Dinor, could you please chill out, homeboy? Hey. Don't make me get the naughty jar, dude. This is the naughty jar, by the way. I run up behind him when he's barking and shake it right close to him, and it scares the fuck out of him. And then I say, quiet! You guys might get to see me do it. Oh, yeah, you heard the Q word, huh? He didn't look at me that whole time when I was going, hey, but I say the Q word. He flips right back into it. He flips right back into it. So, yeah. Was that Dino R? Yes, that was Dino R. The one and only Dino R. I'm scared of you and your jar now. Yeah, dude, the naughty jar. It's just a jar filled with change. We've used it since he was a little... Well, not this jar. We had a different one. This one is made from a jar that I bought weed in legally. I saved my Blueberry Noble Farms jar, filled it with some pocket change, and now it's Dinor's worst nightmare. Is MGTOW body positivity for men? Is it? I don't know. I don't travel in those circles, you know what I mean? About how much is in this jar? I bet there's like maybe $5 in this jar. Maybe a little less. There once was a man named Bruno who said, screwing is one thing I do know. A woman is fine and a sheep is divine, but a lamb is numero uno. Wow. That was good. You probably copy-pasted it, but if you wrote that, that was a perfectly designed limerick that didn't go off beat one time. You know, limericks are very hard because you got to hit that exact syllable pattern, and you did it. Congrats, dude. You can write a limerick. Do you hear that Elon Musk's Tesla missed its intended Mars orbit? Sorry, I just found that kind of amusing for a second. So it's just like there's just going to be like a like a retarded Tesla Roadster floating around the universe forever. It's just going to fly until it... I mean, eventually it might get captured by something, but, 20 billion years from now, it might just be floating out into the void. Wait, Paul, did you lose weight? No. You guys are just used to seeing me shot from the down up, which accentuates my fatness, you know what I mean? You're used to seeing me shot low, man. I'm being shot straight on now. It may be the mistake that gets us noticed. Maybe, yeah. Some fucking horrible alien species runs across it and traces its trajectory right back to Earth. And we're fucked. Thanks a lot, Elon Musk. Did my head get more rectangular? Yeah. That I did. I got some work done. I'm glad you noticed. Thought the head was too round, and plus it played into the whole round as a ball thing. But I got it squared off a little bit. Super chatted Kyle Kalinske giving you all a shout out, suggesting he mentioned you on Joe Rogan today on his last live stream with a good audience. So, yeah, I doubt it. I doubt he'll do it, but thanks, man. That's cool. I didn't know Kyle was going on Joe. I'm happy for him, man. Kyle is a genuinely cool dude, and he's totally a dude that I would work with in the future. Whether as having him as a guest for a Deep Fat Fried episode, or, working with him in some other way. He's just a really cool dude. Kyle is pretty awesome. I got in a little Twitter argument with Razorfish recently, too. He was using the afterglow of a horrible mass shooting to talk about how people that want to discuss how guns are required in this country are all communists, and all jerking off over the Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital. And, you know what I mean? It's just like, you can tell that there's no good pro-gun arguments, because that's what pro-gun people do. They laugh and make fun of people who are talking about maybe doing something about guns in this country, maybe changing the way that guns are acquired, maybe making it harder for people that shouldn't have guns to have guns. So they go after you personally. Because if he had great arguments for why gun control is a terrible idea, he'd be using his Twitter to post that. Marx was pro-gun, yeah. Das Kapital. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, and I just wish that gun advocates would be... I mean, if they were honest about that, though, it'd probably undermine their whole argument, But it really does just come down to, I like my gun. I like guns. I like the idea of guns. I like other people having guns. And I just like guns. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, dude. I like butter in my ass and lollipops in my mouth, but I can't do that in public. Whatever. My guns. My guns, my guns, my guns. Paul, I need a way to get my brother to stop hoarding moldy dishes in his room like a drug addict. Oh, man, dude, that's a tough one, too, because I've been there. Like, I've been your brother. You bring some dish of shit in there, you eat it, and you set it somewhere where you don't think about it, and it sits there for a week. You know what I mean? And the next time you see it, it's got fuzz and fur. You know what I mean? It's grown like a pelt. You're like, uh-oh. That's probably not good. Debate me on guns. I will win, guaranteed. Okay. Use your brain. Go ahead. I'll take my position, which is the anti-gun or the gun control position. You can take the pro-gun position. I'll be looking for your chats. Go for it. Or do you want to jump on like a Discord and I can pipe you in and you can face me head up? If you want, you can jump in the Deep Fat Fried Discord and tell me what channel you're in, and I'll jump in there as well, and we'll go heads up. I'll call you on your shit. Come on. What do you got? I read your chat. You said debate me on guns. I will win guaranteed. Where do you want to do it? You want to jump in Discord real quick? You want to do it via this? Your choice, homie. I think there's probably a good chance I won't hear from this dude again. But, you know, I'm willing. I like guns. You're stupid. Now win. I am honored to have this debate. I've watched you for years and agree with you on a lot, but I will win on this, and we'll do it here and now. Okay, but, you know, wouldn't it be easier to do it face-to-face? Like to jump into a Discord real quick, you and me? So that we don't have, so I don't have to wait for you to type, and so that you're not hamstrung by that inability to respond in the moment? So that you don't cry later about how it's hard to argue with somebody when all you can do is type. I mean, I'm fine with reading your stupid shit in here and responding to it. Yeah, Discord. You don't know what Discord is? Whatever, dude. If you don't want to jump, you're camera shy, well, you don't have to be on a camera. See, Discord, you can just have voice. Are you voice shy as well? Because you weren't shy when, you know, you typed all that shit in the fucking chat, dude. That wasn't a shy dude message that I read, was it? He's everything shy. Paul, do you know that Donnie Darko has an even shittier sequel? Yes, I know that they made a Donnie Darko sequel. I haven't seen it, but... I'll do it in the chat for the time being, but I might make a video and let you respond to that if it gets heated. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and type up your shit on the chat. Don't hit enter until I'm back. I'm going to run and go grab something real quick. Okay, here we are. I'm now looking at the chat. So if Duder has something typed up and wants to hit enter, I can read that now. A pistol duel at high noon? That sounds good to me. Argument 1. What about the fact that the Nazis took the Jews' guns away 2 years before genocide? You're making a false equivalence in your first argument. So you're saying that gun control in the United States is equivalent to gun-grabbing Nazis who wanted to make sure that the population was defenseless. And I don't see a correlation. So you started off with your first argument trying to draw a false equivalence between the United States and Nazi-era Germany. So already your first argument's not looking great. I mean, I don't even really need to respond beyond that. But Paul, the Nazis done. The government has proved itself untrustworthy. Agree. I don't agree to that as a blanket statement. I think that the government has proven itself trustworthy on some issues and untrustworthy on others. I don't think that the cry for gun control is coming from the government. In fact, pretty much the opposite has been the truth. No, the government has done absolutely nothing on gun control of note since the Brady Bill in the 80s. There have been little minor pushes for controlling specific kinds of guns here and there, but for the most part, the government has done nothing about guns. The call for gun control is coming from the people, who recent polls show in a majority support the idea of changing American gun laws to make our population more safe, or at least in an attempt. So I'm Manstrad. I'm mind quoting. Argument 1. If man came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? Uh-oh. You got me up against the wall now. 97% support a background check. Yeah, which is painted by gun advocates as like it's the greatest evil ever. What, you want to look at my background and make sure I'm not a violent fucking criminal before you sell me a gun? Oh, no. Would be cooler if there was something else besides just one topic per episode of DFF for the people that aren't interested in the topic. We've had multiple episodes where we've covered 2 topics, so I'm not sure. I mean, I appreciate you chiming in and the advice, but it seems like advice we've already followed. There are multiple episodes, I don't even remember how many, at least 2 or 3, and it's a pretty young show, where we go into 2 topics for, partially for just that reason. I'm waiting to see if Brain Dude is going to say anything else here. I'll scroll back and make sure I haven't missed any of his attempts to say anything. It's kind of hard to follow. This is why I wanted to pull the dude into an audio chat, but all right, I don't see anything yet. So, okay. Not yet, but if they make it clear it would be too obvious. Think about this. Why should the people in power have weapons if the public doesn't? We'll end up with a police state. I'm not advocating for the people in power having weapons and the public not. So I don't know who you're arguing against, but it isn't me. I'm not a ban all guns guy. I'm a gun control advocate. So I want to see restrictions and basically I want to see hoops put in place. The idea of those hoops being to prevent people that shouldn't have guns from getting guns. So, can I make an argument? Wouldn't any kind of gun regulations encourage the growth of the black market, similar to the war on drugs? So, the black market is already well in place for guns. The problem with your black market argument is that a lot of the people that perpetrate these mass shootings do not go to the black market for guns because they don't need to. If there's a black market, you can have kind of law enforcement try and step in and make it harder for people to get guns. But right now, they don't even have to do, illegal things to get their hands on a gun. They can, in a lot of states, just walk into a gun store and get a gun. They can, in a lot of places, go to a gun show and with absolutely nothing but an ID, buy a bunch of guns that are not even remotely traced to them, that there's no, paper trail on. And all of that is currently legal. So this black market argument, it doesn't hold a whole lot of water for me. I think the problem is that people that shouldn't get guns, that probably wouldn't be capable of finding a gun on a black market, don't have to jump through that hoop. Plus, being caught possessing an illegal gun would be a crime. Well, yeah, exactly. In these states where possession is totally legal now, if you had a background check system in place and somebody who failed that, who shouldn't have a gun, is caught with a gun, they're now committing a crime. Do I take guests? I have in the past. Like, I missed a comment. Okay, let me try and find it. Restrictions are fine, but should we not be restricting nuclear weapons and chemical warfare as well as AI drones first? Those things are already restricted. See, that's one of the hypocrisies of the gun advocates' argument. You know what I mean? Like, they act like, because a lot of times a pro-gun person will say that the Second Amendment's whole point is to make sure that your average citizen can be just as armed as a government troop, so that if they ever need to fight the government, they can. That's an argument that you hear over and over from Second Amendment advocates. But the Second Amendment is already bunk if that's the case, because you can't own a nuclear weapon. You can't own a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher legally in this country. There are already weapons that you're not allowed to have possession of. It's just guns that we treat like they're somehow different. Where are your nukes and drones? Yeah, I mean, you can have like hobbyist drones and shit, and I'm sure there are people out there that, could slap together. There's nothing you can do to stop people slapping together their own shit. We hear that argument because it's true. Afghan fighters don't have drones either, but they still kicked our ass. I wouldn't say kicked our ass, but, they showed the value of guerrilla warfare for sure. We should arm the proletariat. Well, there's a lot of argument about the well-regulated militia angle of the Second Amendment, and I can see sides on both of them. All right, so the gun control advocate will often say, the Second Amendment starts with a well-regulated militia, and that, with as carefully worded as this document is, that would not have been by accident. The Second Amendment is clearly an establishment of the ability for people to bear arms in a well-regulated militia, and it doesn't extend to this kind of free-for-all gun show. And the gun possession advocate will say that that is just describing an attribute of guns, of gun ownership that is positive, and not trying to be every positive thing about owning guns. They're just saying, like, in addition to other things, a well-regulated militia, they're saying that, and I can see both. I think that really we have to interpret that, and I support one of those interpretations over the other. My girl left me, and now she's with the government, and I'm just glad they are happy and I can be their friend. Oh, the cuck tent. But either way, like, the fact that well-regulated is right in the Second Amendment is really kind of a herpes sore on the pro-gun advocates' lip. You know what I mean? In this argument. Mental, physical health care, education to stronger communities should go hand in hand with gun reform. I mean, gun reform isn't going to fix every problem. Paul Jordan Peterson, blah, 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 Jordan Peterson, Jordan Peterson. Holy shit, man. Calm down, Georgie. I don't know, man. It's really hard to have this kind of a conversation where I'm allowed to use live rhetorical flourish and you're not. You know, which is why I tried to give you the equal footing of coming into a room so you could voice your arguments and respond in real time. What are your thoughts on the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I'm honestly pretty done with superhero movies in general. Now, that's not saying that I won't go see them, but I'm really tired of it. It has worn thin with me. And I understand that movies do this, if you go back far enough in movies, there was a time where sci-fi was the biggest thing and every movie was like some weird alien movie. And then, Westerns become big and every movie's a Western, and then comedies are big and every movie's trying to get that slapstick comedy. It just kind of goes in circles, and we're living now in this kind of superhero age where that kind of movie is just kind of dominating everything else. And I'm ready for that domination to end. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. Yo, Paul, next week I will send a super chat in exchange for a voice debate with you or TJ or both if you don't want. No, I don't care about. I'm not trying to get paid. I'm just saying, voice would be better for you. I'm just saying it would give you an equal footing in this argument we're having. But I'm fine with that. I mean, just get it, pop into one of these and let me know when you're available and shit like that. And if I'm in the mood, I can't promise you that I'm going to be in the mood to stop what I'm doing and drop everything and do a debate with you, but if, we can work it out, then we'll work it out. I need to be less high if I'm debating on camera. Why? I'm high as a fucking kite. Sorry. Childish Gambino, homegirl, drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like this coke up my ass crack. Move black girls, cause man, fuck it, I'll do either. I love pussy, I love bitches, man, I should be running PETA. Do you like DMX? I liked that one song that he did, the Rough Riders Anthem or whatever the fuck. The good old Rough Riders Anthem. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. This is a good beat. Alright, can't play too much of that because, that's probably too much already. I'll probably, this video will just get demonetized just because I decided to play a few seconds of DMX. Shut them down, open up shop. Whoa, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Copyright. Will what happened to DP ever fully be disclosed? Also, your thoughts on DP now. If you're talking about will anybody outside of the group of people that were involved ever know every little detail of every little thing that happened between every person, then the answer is no. That's silly. That's absurd. My thoughts on DP now, I wish the guys the best of luck. Trying to cash in on DMX's talent. Yep, dude. Trying to make this whole fucking video that I'm making right now, no matter how long it goes, is all about that one moment where I played 15 seconds of DMX's Rough Riders anthem, and thus every dollar generated by this stream should go directly to that. Should go directly to DMX. Guns should be only sold at gun shops. You should also always need an extensive background check, a license, and a psychiatric assessment. First-time buyers should also have mandatory gun safety and safety lessons. Yeah, I think to maintain your license, you should have to take mandatory gun and safety lessons at periodic times throughout your having that license as well. But otherwise, I wouldn't change anything about what you said. I agree with all of that. Doom 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 doom. Is there a point where pizza becomes too fancy and vice versa? I believe the truth lies in the middle with people's pizza. What do you mean, like? Well, yeah, like there is a time where pizza is no longer pizza, and I get served this type of stuff at places like this multi-layered deep dish stuffed shit. That's not pizza, okay? The shit that you have to cut like a slice of pie and eat with a fork because it's got 18 layers of like cheese, and then there's a sausage layer, and then there's a pepperoni layer, and then more bread, and then you know what I mean? That's not a pizza anymore. That's a fucking casserole or some shit. So yeah, that's, you know. And then, like, is there something that's too simple? I love deep dish, but I'm just saying, when it gets to that, if you've ever had that absurd level of deep dish, because deep dish is one thing. True deep dish, like Boston-style deep dish, that's one thing. But I'm talking about this shit where they fucking, like, it just becomes absurd. It's a casserole, my friend. You're about to be swatted by DMX's band of roving thugs. Yeah, dude, they're all gonna pull up on like four-wheelers and shit with baggy clothes on, and they're gonna harass me for using their music. Boston style. Yeah, that Boston fucking deep dish shit. Oh yeah, Chicago. Whatever. One of those fucking cities. One of those cities that doesn't matter. Yeah, Chicago style deep dish. Whatever. Lasagna. Yeah, it's like lasagna, man. Did you see Annihilation? I found it incomprehensible and boring. Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Or, oh, the new movie Annihilation. Yeah, I had my worries about that. Like, it's one of those, like, sci-fi blockbuster-y kind of movies, but they released it during the time when movie companies dumped their bullshit. So all you really see coming out at this time of year is Oscar bait and the shit that movie theaters or movie companies know isn't going to play well during the blockbuster season up against really decent flicks. So to have like a big kind of sci-fi blockbuster dumped in February, probably going to be a shitty movie, my friend. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say that that's what I believe about it. X gon' give it to ya. Mortal Kombat Annihilation was comprehensible, but probably more terrible. Okay. I have not seen The Disaster Artist yet, unfortunately. Controversial opinion. Hawaiian pizza is delicious. That is pretty controversial with me. Do you find Sarah Jessica Parker attractive? Also, do the wages from this channel go to you, since it was originally your channel? You split it. I split it with the other people that do the channel with me. It wouldn't be fair for me to get every dollar of this. And I don't really find Sarah Jessica Parker attractive either. You playing Monster Hunter World, please? Nope, not yet. Just don't have the time, really, to be picking up another game. You read the Protocols of Zion. I have not. Paul, you should do a cooking stream, even if it's just making a bowl of cereal. Yeah, I might do that. That might be kind of fun one time to cook a meal or something. We've got our new place has a gas range, like a really nice 6-burner gas stove in the kitchen, which makes cooking like... It makes like, like making hamburgers especially. It's one of my favorite things to do. Maybe we'll all make hamburgers together. It's one of the things I'm best at making. And pan frying some hamburgers, I mean, that's just like, oh. Dude, you talk about a fucking juicy-ass hamburger. Brett says your life is infinite free time. Brett would think that because his life is infinite free time. And Brett, despite the fact that he's at the bottom of the barrel, looks at he and I and everybody else involved with him in arguments as at least equals, if not having him as our betters. So he thinks like, well, if I'm this good and I have infinite free time, then Paul Siegel must really have infinite free time. But yeah, we'll cook some burgers together, start to finish one time. We'll go through the, we'll go through it. Ever put pineapple on a hamburger with some teriyaki sauce? Yeah, that's pretty decent. Like a teriyaki style burger. You got to base that teriyaki sauce on during the cooking, though. Like, once you've done your first, like, flip, you're going to want to start basting on a thick, hopefully sweet teriyaki sauce so that you can caramelize it to the burger. Because if you just take, like, a cooked burger, like, if you're making that kind of themed burger, you want to make sure that the meat itself gets a little bit of that cooked into it. You don't want to just throw a hamburger on a bun and put a piece of pineapple and drizzle teriyaki over it. You know what I mean? The sound of that cube is soothing. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. This thing, I spend all day just, like, flipping it in a hand, like, while I'm working. It's just, like, there's something special about it, man. The infinity cube. One day, when I'm rich, I will become your top Patreon. Cool. Oh, Dinor. Could you not? Paul, what's the worst thing you've ever smelled? You guys remember the story about, like, the butt cyst that exploded? The shit that came out of that was the most fucking horrifying smell that I've ever smelled. It was almost like sickly sweet. It was death. It was pure death. It was gross. It was just, I'll never forget it. Dinor is too innocent for this world. Yeah, that is true. He's not all that innocent, but he's definitely too innocent for this world. Thought it would be related to that. Yeah, I mean, maybe I've smelled something worse than that, but do you like the smell of gas? Like, what kind of like gasoline? Yeah, I kind of do. The hell are you playing with? It's an infinity cube, man. It's my version of the fidget spinner. Are fidget spinners still cool? I don't think they were ever cool, to be honest with you. You got a genie. What are your wishes? Infinite wishes for the first wish. And then whatever I want after that. And before you say, no, I can't do that, you didn't specify that. Can you describe the worst night of your life? No. No. Put the infinity cube right up against the mic and make some ASMR. There you go. 12 hours of infinity cube. There you go. Here's your ASMR, dude. Now just loop it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't. I see myself now. That's actually really nice. There you go. Yeah, this is the lament configuration. Paul return in Infinity Cube Wars. Yeah. I'll be dead in 5 years. Oh. Yeah, maybe I will be too. Where do you see yourself now? I don't. I see myself 5 years from now. Why does it? What does it take you to be an effective teacher in the public education system? The willingness to subvert your own personal will and to leave some of your personal needs unlooked after in favor of delivering the best education that you are personally capable of to your students. If you're not willing to do that, you're not going to be a good teacher. Patience comes along with that. Patience is only one part of it. Patience is implied in that answer. A good teacher should realize that that teens have fundamentally different thought processes. Well, that's part of, like, you have to be willing to give absolutely. Give an example, please. All right. So when I used to work, I was oftentimes one of the first people on campus. And I say one of the first people because there were almost always a couple of people there before me. One of them makes total sense, the custodian. The custodian team would start before everybody got there to make sure that everything was ready for the day, finish cleaning up anything from the previous day that didn't get done, etc. And the only other people that would be on campus when I got to work were teachers. And there would be 2 or 3 at each campus, usually, who were there probably for an hour before I got there, setting up their classroom for the day, making their own prep time. Because a lot of times what teachers fight for is that they have a prep period where they're at work, but it's time for them to set up, and they're almost never given that. And so really good teachers come to work early because they realize that is the only way that they're going to get a prep period. And that's the only way that they're going to be able to deliver a great experience for their students that day. So they get out of bed at 5 in the morning so that they can be at work at 6, so that they can have an hour and 45-minute prep period. That's an example. Paul, Ryan Gosling also has a googly eye, and he's a famous guy, so it's not all bad. That's cool. Favorite thing to think about but not actually do? I guess, like, I don't know. Like, I like to think a lot of times about what I would do if money was no longer a problem in my life. You know? You can't really actually do that, so you really are kind of forced to do nothing but think about it. Hey, Paul, I'm walking back home. Just went to get to an ATM to get some money so I could score some bud. Hey, good for you, man. T'Challa's dad had a googly eye. Yeah, he did. I noticed it. I couldn't get through Thor Ragnarok last night. I can't stand that stupid anticlimactic humor they always fall back on in Marvel films. I mean, it's been a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe since the beginning, so if you don't like it, you're probably not going to start liking it. But I don't think they're going to stop doing it. Longest time gone without ejaculating? From the day I was born till the first day that I jerked off. I don't know exactly how long that was. I think it was like probably, I don't know, 10 or 11 years, something like that. It's important that you realize that your googly eye won't stop you from becoming the chief of a mighty tribe. Yeah. In fact, it might be what the tribe calls me, you know. They might call me the Great Google Eye. They might, like, after the world ends and shit, they might find like old Google advertisements and think it was me, you know? Like, look at how they revered the great Google Eye. Look, Google everywhere. See, Kevin Smith had a big... Yeah, dude, I did. I just saw that this morning. That's fucking crazy. Because he's in way better shape than he used to be. And he's not that much older than me. And he had a massive life and almost life-ending heart attack. Who's your favorite hero on Heroes of the Storm? Tracer. I'm a pretty decent Tracer, dude. I've got the zip, zip, zip bomb recall. I got it down, man. You got a lazy eye, too? Well, welcome to the club. People are telling me it's called an astigmatism. Lazy eye, lazy eye. Paul's got a fucking crazy eye. So has there been any school shootings today? I don't know. I haven't really looked into that. I could whip you in Heroes the Storm. Okay, alright. You got a big scar with your lazy eye. You'd look pretty badass. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to get the lazy eye and then just put like a cut like that looks like it goes through it. You know what I mean? It's not astigmatism. I have that and I wear glasses for it. I don't have a googly eye. Yeah, you don't think you have a googly eye, but maybe you're just like me and nobody ever told you that you have a googly eye. Think about that. Let that bake your noodle at night. Have TJ wield his axe at you, but dodge too late, but soon enough. What? Any thoughts on the ongoing blood sport debates? Not really. I love that like they were trying to go after fucking Thunderfoot and get him to come on Blood Sports, and it ended with a bunch of the people from Blood Sports blocking Thunderfoot. So I guess that's what internet blood sports are. Antagonizing somebody, and then when they fucking pwn you in response, you block them. Blood sports, baby! Can you imagine, dude? Can you imagine if you took an actual blood sport like the gladiatorial arena from ancient Rome, right? And the two gladiators were going at it, and one of them could get mad if one of them landed a blow, and you go, "You're banned!" And then you'd go drag people out. Man, how lame, how lame would blood sports have been? Come on, dude. If you're gonna call it internet blood sports, you better be willing to live up to that fucking name, dude. It sounds like pussy sports to me. But whatever. I mean, you got one of the major dudes in the blood sport suing people, internet suing people because he's butthurt. Yikes. I guess we got different, period sports. That would be better. Menstrual blood sports, dude. I think they need to rename it. Menstrual blood sports. Where when you lose an argument, when we lose an argument with you, we'll sue you and block you. Menstrual blood sports, dude. Oh my god. When we get pwned in a fucking argument, we will fucking block you. Okay? Blood sports, baby. Oh my god. It's pretty sad. But whatever. What happened to JF? I don't think anything happened to him. The gladiator teams would immediately divide into several subgroups who all hate each other. Yeah, they would all ban each other so nobody could actually have a conversation, and nobody would come to the arena anymore. Welcome to fucking Welcome to Blood Sports 2018. Like, it won't be long before Warski and crew have everybody that isn't a race realist block. So it just becomes a circle jerk. A race realism circle jerk. Alright, guys, tonight on Blood Sports, we've got a white nationalist and a neo-Nazi, and they are going to discuss why black people are inferior to white people. It should be a very lively debate. Should be a very lively debate tonight. We have a race realist and a neo-Nazi. And they're going to discuss the ethno-state tonight on Blood Sports. Is that your race Warski voice? I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. Imagine caring about the white race. What a sad existence, I know. Daffy Duck moderating race realist debates. Yeah, dude. Suffering succotash. Tonight on Blood Sports, we've got a neo-Nazi and a non-neo-Nazi. And they're going to discuss the difference between neo-Nazism and old Nazism. Tonight on Blood Sports. Is that Sylvester? I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. My favorite scene in Black Panther is when Ace Ventura pops up and talked out of his butt and then ran away. Yeah. Shakaka! Yeah. That probably would have made the movie better, honestly. Come to me, jungle friends! Can anyone understand what this duck is saying? Tonight on Blood Sports, we've got Richard Spencer, and he's gonna go head-to-head with Jean-Francois Garapé about whether or not black people deserve the right to vote. Tonight on Blood Sports. Team Toxic Masculinity Avengers versus the Skepto Society in a battle to the death. I've seen all the Cube movies, my man. Dinor, what's the problem, dude? What is the issue? If you have an issue, here's a tissue. I know you want to be running around out there, but there's people moving. You're gonna get stepped on. There's people moving things. That's why you're in here with me. Sorry, I gotta explain the whole goddamn thing to him. People are moving things, and they don't want to have to trip over you, so you have to stay. It's like, fuck, man. He wants petted. Well, come over here and I'll pet you. Come here. Come on. Come see me. You want to come up here? Oh my god, you're a sack of potatoes. Oh my goodness. You're a sack of potatoes. Is TJ lifting things? No. Where are you guys moving again so soon? I talked about this on other shows, but there are rats here, among other complications, and the place that we're moving to does not have those problems. What? Now you're up here and you're getting loves and you're still wimping. All hail Dinor, Lord of all the dogs. Yeah, flooding. Our shooting area floods every time it rains. So that's a problem. Dinor owns the stream now. Yeah, this is now the Dinor stream. The mighty Floof Malo. No joke. I would love to see Marvel and Warner Brothers work together on a Duck Dodgers film. It might be interesting. I don't know. Dinor shall be the hero in the hour of doom, the final battle of Dagor Dogoroth. Is that why you're so weird? You're like Hellboy? You're the key to the apocalypse? Double O Salty and Dinor Another Day. Yeah. I like that, dude. Maybe I should have a fat spy character. Double O Salty. Captain Planet film? Oh, man, that would be so lame. Dinor should vlog. Only if Dinor could meet my pug Dexter. Oh, got a pug. I heard pugs have, like, breathing problems sometimes because their noses are all... Poor pugs. Poor puggles. At least you've got a big schnoz. You got a nice big schnoz. You got no breathing issue. In China, Dinor is dinner. Yeah, maybe. I had a guy tell me Captain Planet was part of the globalist, imperial, global warming, alarmist agenda. Wow. Holy shit. Does Dinor have balls? Nope. A Silver Surfer spinoff. Oh, sweet. I like the Silver Surfer. I hope they, like, have him dealing with all these weird galactic entities and shit, though, like he did. I hope he's not just beating up normal bad guys. I hope we get to see, like, you know, the Living Tribunal and Eternity and all these other weird God-type things. Choke that dog out, Paul. That's so mean, dude. Why you gotta be so mean, man? You could never... Dude, if you could choke this dog, you'd be the biggest piece of shit in the world, dude. He's just such a floof. Paul, tell me what to order from KFC. Get a fucking 2-piece and a biscuit, man. Based on the president's last address, I'd love to see him do all future addresses in prose. Well, we'll see. See how that works out. Hi, DC fan here. I hate my life. You should. Because DC sucks. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter? I like smooth, but I don't totally turn my nose up at crunchy. You know? I just don't prefer it. What if someone dosed your vapor with liquid LSD? I would thank them. Paul, get your dog a set of armor like the Conan movie. Yeah, he does need some armor. You need to get you some dog armor so you can be a battle Dinor. Silver Surfer is now a trans pansexual little person. Oh, that doesn't sound like Silver Surfer at all. Oh well. Trump's content sucks balls, but he is speaking slightly better. Well, I mean, like, it's a difference, right? When he's got, like, a teleprompter. Whoa. It's Salvador. Hey, buddy. Want to come in here? Come on. Come say hi to me. Jump up here. Come on. Here you go. Here you go. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, thank you again. Wow. 2 French kisses in one day. How lucky am I? Hello.
Are these yours?
I don't know.
Okay. Teacher said they're yours.
Oh, okay. These are mine.
Okay. We're gonna have to pack this room today.
Yeah.
So forewarning.
Okay. Cool. I forgot I had these. Jodorowsky's Dune, Trinity and Beyond, the Atomic Bomb movie, narrated by William Shatner, Enter the Void, and Holy Mountain by Jodorowsky. Cool. I'll have to do a review of Holy Mountain. Blu-rays. So, yeah, I should probably end this now. So, I'll let you guys go. We're going to have to pack this room up, I suppose. I'll see you later. Now I just got to... Hold on, I've got to figure out how to stop... Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got to stop it from here.